Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be going over how to get FSR4 in games that might not even have DLSS. So I ran into this kind of, I guess, issue with Subnautica 2, and I feel like if you play video games, you probably heard about Subnautica 2, if not played it. Um, I definitely recommend if you haven't played it for whatever reason. Definitely a very fun game. Um, it is you can tell it is in the early stages, early access. The world isn't huge. There's not like a ton of stuff. Um, but it's good enough to where, well, I mean, you can tell it's going to be a very good finished game, right? Like at the stage that it's in right now, yeah, it's not completely finished, um but yeah, still very much recommended because if you buy it, then it's like it's gonna keep getting updates, this and that. I think it's $30, and it's like a one-time payment, and yeah. But I'm explaining how to buy a game to y'all. All I'm saying is it's a good game, and it's fun, especially with friends for sure. Yeah. So, anyways, this is how you get FSR4 in Subnautica 2. Um, and I could also kind of go into getting HDR because I was able to get HDR in Subnautica 2 as well. But I think for most people, if you're on like an AMD GPU, this is adding FSR4 to Subnautica 2 is what's going to kind of enhance your gameplay experience because um yeah, you get way better performance and not really a large quality loss or visual loss, right? So you're going to need two things. You're going to need DLSS swapper, okay, and you are going to need the OptiScaler client as well. So all you got to do is look up DLSS swapper. You can go to the GitHub page and you should be able to download it right from here. Click on releases. All right. And then scroll down. Oh, okay. Yeah, scroll down. Go ahead and download the installer, DLS Swapper. I'll put the links in the description below, but yeah, this is what you want to download right here. And then you want to search OptiScaler client. All right, so you're going to want to, I think it's this right here. Let me see. Let me make sure this is correct before I send y'all down the wrong link. Let's see. Pretty sure this is correct, unless this is. Let's see. This might be incorrect. This might just be OptiScaler, which, yeah, no, that's not what you. That is not what you want. Oh, is it? Am I? Yeah, it's called OptiScaler client. Well, I will have it linked in the description. I promise you. Because I actually got it off of a video I watched earlier. But yeah, I have the video in my head, so I'll make sure that both of those are linked, so you should be able to download it no problem. Anyways, so what you're gonna want to do is really you could do this for any game. But if the game already has DLSS enabled but not FSR, you can kind of skip that. You don't need to use DLSS swapper, but you I mean while you're here, you could update your DLSS like I guess revision. So right here you have multiple different versions of DLSS, and so you just click that and you click swap, and then it'll swap to that version of DLSS. And obviously, like the newer versions of DLSS have bug fixes and visual improvements and stuff like that. So definitely not a bad thing to do. That is for sure. But for Subnautica 2, I already have it um, kind of done. But if you're on an AMD card, it's going to automatically not install DLSS when you download the game. So you're going to have to do this step. So you're in DLS Swapper. You're going to click right here. You're going to you're going to click the little download button, right? And then you're going to click swap. And then you do that for all of these. So click there, swap, and then there, and then download it, swap. And then you're pretty much done with that step. Go ahead and close that. And then what I did was I opened the game to see if DLSS showed up, and when I opened the game, DLSS did in fact show up. So you get all the options: DLSS, performance, balance, quality, all of that. And then close out the game. You're going to want to go into OptiScaler client. Once again, it will be linked down below. And we are going to click on Subnautica 2. And you're going to want to select the latest version of I believe this is DLSS, or I don't know what the, or I guess no, this is the latest version of OptiScaler, I think, 0.9.2. And then for the FSR and date, you're going to click that and click FSR 4.0.2C, and then leave this as DXGI. And then with this, you're going to want to select rolling. Okay. And then you are going to somewhere over here, I think down here it'll say, because I already installed it, but it should say like install, or yeah, it should have something right down here. I don't want to click uninstall because I don't want it to like mess up or whatever, because I actually do play this game. So but as you can see, for me, it says detected components, DLSS 4.5, AMD FSR 4.1, Intel XeSS 2.0. So yeah, I have it installed, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And I guess if you wanted to do the beta, I don't really know what they have with the beta, but you know, if you wanted to, I mean, I could, manual update / reinstall. Let's see. Oh. Auto update? Okay, there we go. Yeah, click auto update because that'll automatically do it. So now, and then it'll say 100, like it won't say completed or anything. You have to exit out, and then you got to go back in, and then it'll say OptiScaler installed. So, oh well, like I guess it kept the 0.9.2, but regardless, that is how you do it. Now you will have FSR4 support. I don't think I'm going to get into how to add HDR because that's not really too important because the game looks great regardless of HDR support or not. But yeah, you should just simply, here, I'll show how this should work because if you've never used OptiScaler before, this could be a little confusing. Let me make sure that, okay, good. Wanted to make sure my mic was recording. Okay, so when you start the game, all right, let's just go into my save game. And as you can see, I already have FSR4 enabled right now, actually. But when you go into settings, graphics, you will see this upscaling method. You'll see a new upscaling method. You change it to DLSS upscaling method. Switch it to quality. I recommend quality. And then you're going to want to click insert on your keyboard. All right, that will bring up the OptiScaler menu. So if you have like a small form factor keyboard, I'm not 100% sure. I think you might have to click like FN and then a keybind that is bound to insert. But yeah, if you have like a regular full-size keyboard, just click insert. It should pop up, no problem. And then you're going to want to select FSR 3.0, change upscaler, and then boom, you got FSR 4.0 running. Yeah, and now you're just running on FSR 4. It is literally that simple. Oh, by the way, if you have this bug where it likes to, it'll start flashing. Click nonlinear sRGB input. That's kind of you'll know if you have the bug. Okay, you probably, I don't know if you just saw it on my screen, but it'll flash like white, like the screen will just flash white for a second. There's nothing actually wrong with the game or anything. You just have to. You have got to click nonlinear sRGB input in order to fix that bug. I don't really know what it does or why that fixes it, but it does fix it. And then the HDR I was talking about, it'll be in this mods menu. And then you just, yeah. But regardless, yeah, that'll have to be another video if y'all want that, you know, how to do mods and this and that. But yeah, this is how the game is performing at. I actually upped my quality settings a little bit from what I was, because I was getting pretty good performance. So clouds on low, because it's like you're not going to be looking at clouds really. You're playing Subnautica. You're gonna be underwater. Landscape epic, processing epic, reflections high, epic, epic, high, epic, epic. Shadows I definitely recommend on medium. Shadows murder performance. It doesn't even matter what GPU you're on. Global illumination epic. So, and this is on an XTX with FSR for quality. And the game is perfectly playable. I'm gonna probably die soon. But yeah, so I guess I could turn it off just to show you guys how much performance we're actually getting here. Or gaining. So right now we are at 51.
You cannot digest this world's life.
52.
You must locate a gene donor and adapt
with no
its
upscaling,
enzymes.
which is a little, it's definitely a little lower than you'd like to be. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and switch that back on. And now we are at back up to 77. So you're definitely getting a good performance improvement doing that. So yeah, cannot complain. FSR 4. Okay, yeah, I'm dying from starvation, but whatever. But FSR in 8 definitely is worth it on like an XTX or, yeah, similar, even a 6900 XT. Anything like that is going to be, FSR 4 is more than likely going to be, especially if you're at 4K. 4K is just extremely demanding in Unreal Engine 5 games, and so, yeah, even on a 5090, you're still probably going to want to use DLSS in this game, especially if you want to use all epic settings, because you're not going to be getting higher than 60 FPS native 4K, even on a 5090 with all epic settings, which is crazy to say considering the price of those things. But, you know, yeah, for a $4,000 GPU, you'd expect to be able to just max everything out and never even think about anything, but that's just not the case, unfortunately. So yeah. And, I mean, really, like, I mean, FSR 4 does add this kind of, like, it kind of smooths everything out, but it kind of just takes the place of, anti-aliasing to a certain degree, you know? Like, it definitely smooths out edges and stuff like that, but, in my opinion, it looks better. It does look better than TAA. TAA is kind of yucky sometimes. So, yeah, definitely recommended. Definitely recommended. Anyways, hopefully you guys found this video helpful and useful, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.